The Cozy Book Corner. Ollie and his friends. The adventure begins. A new adventure begins. One bright morning in early spring, a small rabbit named Ollie hopped through the forest. Ollie was 5 years old and had soft gray fur and big curious eyes. His ears twitched at every rustle and whisper among the trees. Today felt different, like the start of an adventure. "Today's the day," Ollie whispered to himself. He could feel it in his paws. Something exciting was about to happen. A mysterious light. As Ollie nibbled on clover in a sunny patch, something extraordinary happened. A bright light streaked across the sky and fell deep into the forest, twinkling like a star. Ollie's heart raced with excitement. "A falling star," he whispered, his eyes wide. "I have to find it." Seeking a friend. Ollie knew he'd need friends to help on such a big adventure. He hurried to the cool, mossy stream where his friend Tilly the turtle liked to rest. Tilly was calm and thoughtful, with a gentle smile and a shell that shimmered in the sunlight. "Tilly," Ollie said, hopping excitedly, "a star fell into the forest. Come with me to find it." Tilly looked up slowly, her wise eyes thoughtful. "A star?" she asked, her voice quiet but serious. "We must be careful, Ollie. Adventures can be tricky, and rushing into things isn't always safe." Ollie's ears drooped a little. "But we have to find it. It's magic." He couldn't help but feel that something important was waiting for them. Finding Pip. Ollie's whiskers twitched. "We can't waste time, Tilly. Let's find Pip. He'll be excited." They followed a path to an old oak tree, where Pip the squirrel was playing. Pip had fluffy, brown fur and a mischievous grin. He bounced from branch to branch, making leaves fall like tiny dancers. "A star fell into the forest, Pip," Ollie called. "We're going on an adventure." Pip's eyes lit up and he did a quick flip. "An adventure?" he squeaked. "I'm in. Let's make it fun too." Tilly gave a patient sigh. "We need to be careful," she said. "Planning is important." But Ollie and Pip were already chattering excitedly, their eagerness shining like sunlight on the leaves. Into the forest. The three friends ventured into the deeper part of the forest, where shadows danced and soft breezes rustled through the tall trees. Ollie led the way, his ears alert for danger. Tilly moved slowly but surely, while Pip dashed ahead, chattering happily. The forest felt more mysterious the farther they went. Ollie's heart raced with excitement. "We're getting closer," he told his friends, his voice trembling with anticipation. "I can feel it." The River Challenge. Soon they came to a wide rushing river. The water sparkled in the sunlight, but it looked swift and powerful. Ollie's nose twitched. "We need to cross," he said, scanning the water. He could see the light reflecting off the other side, and knew that was where the star had fallen. Pip scampered forward. "I'll jump across the rocks," he declared, eager to race. He quickly bounded over the slippery stones. Tilly, always thoughtful, peered at the water. "It's better to use the stepping stones under the surface," she said calmly. "Slow and steady." Ollie fidgeted. "But we need to hurry," he said, glancing nervously at the rushing water. Still, he followed Tilly's careful lead, grateful for her wisdom. The forest grows darker. The deeper they went, the more the forest seemed to close around them. Shadows stretched across the path, and a chilly wind whispered through the branches. Ollie shivered. "Do you hear that?" he whispered. His ears caught the faintest rustle, and soon out stepped a sly, red fox with sharp eyes. It was Grizzle the grumpy fox, and he looked annoyed. Grizzle appears. Grizzle's fur bristled as he growled. "Who dares enter my part of the forest?" he demanded, his voice deep and rough. "Stay away from the star, it's mine." Ollie stood tall, though his paws shook a little. We just want to keep the star safe for the whole forest, he said, his voice small but firm. It belongs to everyone. Grizzle narrowed his eyes. Safe, he scoffed, his tail flicking irritably. The star is mine and I don't need anyone's help. His growl made the leaves shiver. Go back before I make you. Pip whispered to Ollie. Maybe he needs an acorn to cheer up. Narrow escape. But before Ollie could answer, Grizzle lunged forward and they scattered. Pip dashed up a tree, Tilly pulled into her shell, and Ollie hid behind a fallen log, his heart pounding. That was too close, Ollie whispered, his ears drooping. How are we going to find the star now? I don't know, Tilly said, her voice steady. But we can't give up. A wise friend's advice. A soft hoot drifted through the trees, and they looked up to see Willow the wise owl perched on a low branch. Willow's feathers were soft and silver, and her eyes sparkled kindly. Young ones, Willow said gently, you must work together, use your strengths and trust each other. Ollie frowned. But we're all so different, how can we work together? Willow's eyes shone. Differences make you stronger, she said. Friendship and teamwork will help you. Planning together. They huddled close, and Tilly spoke first. Grizzle is fast, but we can outsmart him if we work together. Pip's tail twitched with excitement. I'll distract him with some of my best acorn tricks, he said, his eyes sparkling. Ollie's ears perked up. And I'll listen for the star's magic to guide us, he added. We'll find it for everyone. Tilly nodded, her eyes wise and steady. Then let's be brave together. Pip's playful distraction. Pip climbed high into the trees and started tossing acorns. Hey, Grizzle, he called, grinning mischievously. Bet you can't catch me. Grizzle, curious but irritated, turned and chased the acorns. Stop that, he growled, leaving the path to follow Pip. Finding the star. With Grizzle distracted, Ollie and Tilly followed the gentle hum of magic. Deep in a glade, they found the star glowing in a bed of wildflowers, shining bright and beautiful. We did it, Ollie whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. But just then, Grizzle returned, looking angrier than ever. Facing Grizzle. Grizzle growled. The star is mine, he snapped, his tail swishing angrily. Ollie took a deep breath. We don't want to take it, he said, his voice steady. We just want to share it, Grizzle. The forest needs its magic, and so do we. Grizzle's eyes softened, just a little. Share, he murmured, his anger flickering. Why? Tilly's gentle wisdom. Tilly stepped forward slowly, her voice soft and kind. The star's magic belongs to all of us, she said. It keeps the forest safe and bright. Sharing makes it stronger. Pip added, and adventures are more fun with friends, Grizzle. Grizzle's ears lowered. Friends, he said quietly. I've never had friends before. A new beginning. Willow the owl flew down, her wings glowing in the moonlight. Friendship brings joy, she said. Try it, Grizzle. Grizzle hesitated. He looked at Ollie, Tilly, and Pip, at the way they stood together, smiling. Then he smiled too, a warm, hopeful smile. Maybe I'd like to try, he said. The star shines bright. Together they lifted the star onto a tall rock, and its light spread over the forest, making everything shimmer with magic. Grizzle's eyes widened with awe as he watched the magic spread. Thank you, he whispered, his voice full of wonder. Maybe adventures are better with friends. The forest comes alive. The star's magic made the flowers bloom, and the trees whispered happily. The forest had never looked so beautiful, and even Grizzle seemed to glow with happiness. I feel good, Grizzle murmured, a small smile curling on his lips. A happy ending. Under the star's light, they all sat together, feeling warm and safe. See? Ollie said with a grin. Working together makes us strong. Tilly smiled, and Pip did a little acorn dance. Grizzle, no longer grumpy, laughed along. And as the forest hummed with magic and laughter, Ollie knew that the best adventures were the ones shared with friends.